Picture this. The year is 2020. The world has come to a sudden halt and everything you once did in person is now happening through a screen. You haven't worn real pants in weeks and your entire life, work, family, even weddings, happens inside a little digital box called Zoom. Birthdays, graduations, and even Friday night hangouts are all just a click away, but somehow feel a world apart. Zoom became the stage for our pandemic lives. It was the new normal, the place where we gathered, laughed, and sometimes even cried together. We went from "what is Zoom" to "you're on mute" overnight. Suddenly, everyone was a video conferencing expert, or at least we thought we were. It was the glue holding our locked-down world together, one pixelated happy hour at a time. Zoom parties, quiz nights, and even first dates became the new way to connect. Fast forward to today, August 5th, 2025. The world looks and feels very different. The world is back outside. Parks are full, restaurants are buzzing, and people are eager to reconnect face-to-face. People are commuting, complaining about traffic, and those virtual backgrounds are gone. The daily grind has returned, and so have the little annoyances we almost forgot. Zoom? It's in a different kind of quiet room now. No longer the center of every conversation, it's become just another tool in the office. The explosive growth has slowed, the numbers aren't climbing like they used to, and the excitement has faded. Headlines have shifted from "Zoom is saving the world" to "Zoom's growth is slowing down." Investors and analysts are asking tough questions. It's like the party ended, and Zoom's left wondering where everyone went. The confetti has settled, and the room is quiet. The journey from global superstar to a company facing tough new realities happened fast. In just a few years, everything changed again. The platform that connected us when we were apart is now fighting to stay relevant as the world reconnects in person. The challenge is bigger than ever. It's a classic story. The underdog who became a champion now has to prove it wasn't just a one-hit wonder. Can Zoom reinvent itself for a new era? So, how did a simple video chat app become the center of the universe? And what's next now that the world has changed again? The stakes are high and the competition is fierce. We'll dive into the dizzying heights of its success, the business model that fueled it, and the challenges it faces today. There's more to this story than meets the eye. It's a tale of timing, technology, and the tricky business of keeping people's attention when they can finally go outside again. The world has moved on, but can Zoom keep up? So grab a seat, make sure you're not on mute, and let's get into it. The story of Zoom is far from over. Before 2020, Zoom was just another tech company, a tool for businesses, not a household name. It quietly powered meetings behind the scenes, mostly for professionals and remote teams, rarely making headlines or trending on social media. Then the pandemic hit, and Zoom became a lifeline. Classrooms, boardrooms, first dates, even funerals. Suddenly, it was the bridge connecting us to the outside world, no matter where we were. Zoom became a verb. You didn't video call, you Zoomed. It slipped into our vocabulary almost overnight, a sign of just how quickly it became part of daily life. The numbers were wild, from 10 million daily meeting participants in December 2019 to over 300 million by April 2020. That's a leap few companies ever experience, and it happened in just a few months. Revenue exploded from $622 million to $2.65 billion in a year, a 326% increase. Investors took notice, and Zoom's stock price soared as the world scrambled to stay connected. Zoom went from a small boat to a battleship overnight. It scaled up to meet demand, transforming itself into a global powerhouse almost instantly. But it wasn't just business. Zoom seeped into every corner of our lives. Weddings, birthdays, yoga classes, bedtime stories. It became the stage for life's most important moments, big and small. It was the digital campfire we all gathered around, a place to laugh, cry, and share experiences when we couldn't be together in person. The secret? Simplicity. Click a link, and you're in. No IT degree required. No complicated setup, no endless downloads, just instant connection. From second graders to grandparents, everyone could use it. Its intuitive design meant that even the least tech-savvy could join in. While other platforms were clunky, Zoom just worked. It was reliable, fast, and didn't get in the way of what mattered most: connecting people. This frictionless experience unlocked the world. Suddenly, distance didn't matter. Anyone, anywhere, could join the conversation. When the world needed to connect, Zoom was the obvious choice. It became the default, the go-to, the app everyone trusted. It was the right product at the right, terrifying time. In a world turned upside down, Zoom offered a sense of normalcy and routine. Zoom's rise wasn't just about technology, it was about meeting a desperate human need. It gave us a way to see each other, to feel less alone, and to keep our communities alive. The pandemic made Zoom essential, but its ease of use made it beloved. People didn't just use it, they recommended it, shared it, and made it part of their daily lives. Suddenly everyone, from teachers to CEOs, was relying on Zoom. It became the backbone of remote work, virtual learning, and digital collaboration. It became the default way to connect, learn, and work. For many, it was the only way to keep moving forward. And that's how Zoom became the center of the universe, connecting millions, shaping culture, and redefining what it means to be together, even when we're apart. How did Zoom make billions when it felt free? Enter the freemium model, a strategy that changed the way we connect and collaborate online. Anyone could host a meeting with up to 100 people for free, but after 40 minutes, the meeting ended, leaving conversations hanging and projects unfinished. That time limit was genius. It was just enough to get you hooked to make Zoom a habit, but not enough for real business or important discussions. Teachers, teams, and families all hit that wall, and paid to remove it. The need for longer, uninterrupted meetings was universal. Paid plans unlocked longer meetings, cloud recording, admin controls, and more advanced features that made work and learning easier. Free users became Zoom's best sales team. People loved it, then convinced their bosses, schools, and organizations to pay for upgrades. No need for cold calls. Zoom's product sold itself, spreading through word of mouth and enthusiastic recommendations. Most revenue came from business customers, not individuals. Companies needed reliable, scalable solutions for remote work. Fortune 500 companies bought enterprise subscriptions for thousands of employees, making Zoom a staple in the corporate world. This created a stable, predictable income stream, fueling Zoom's rapid growth and innovation. The free users got the headlines, but paying businesses fueled Zoom's financial rocket, driving its valuation sky high. The bottom-up approach worked, viral growth, then mass adoption, as organizations everywhere made Zoom their go-to tool. Zoom's freemium model turned a handy tool into a multi-billion-dollar empire, setting a new standard for SaaS companies. It was simple, effective, and perfectly timed, proving that sometimes giving something away for free is the smartest business move of all. Zoom wasn't alone for long. The tech giants woke up. Microsoft Teams was bundled with Office 365, essentially free for millions of businesses. Microsoft pushed Teams hard, adding Zoom-like features and deep integration. Their pitch: why pay for Zoom when you already have Teams? Google Meet, built into Gmail and Calendar, became free and added features fast. If you lived in Google's ecosystem, Meet was a no-brainer. Slack ramped up video calls. Facebook launched Messenger Rooms. Cisco tried to modernize WebEx. The market got crowded, fast. Everyone offered similar features, and differences blurred. Zoom's initial edge, simplicity and reliability, started to fade as others caught up. The fight shifted from video calls to who could offer the best, most integrated, cost-effective package. Zoom was no longer the only easy option. The competition was fierce, and the battle for business customers was on. Staying ahead meant constant innovation. After 2 years in digital boxes, the world reopened. The Great Return began. Offices, restaurants, real-life meetings. Zoom's magic faded as people logged off and reconnected in person. Hybrid work emerged, some days in the office, some at home. Zoom was still needed, but now, just one tool among many. Zoom fatigue set in. In-person meetings felt like a luxury. Casual users dropped off. Why Zoom a birthday when you can have a real party? Growth slowed. Zoom became a work utility, not a social lifeline. The viral word-of-mouth growth ended. Now, Zoom had to fight for every customer. The challenge: stay relevant in a world that wasn't locked down anymore. Zoom's stock soared in 2020, peaking at over $588 per share, worth more than IBM at its height. It was the ultimate pandemic stock, tied to lockdown life. But as vaccines rolled out, the stock began a long, painful slide. Growth slowed and Wall Street's excitement faded. By 2025, Zoom's stock had lost over 90% of its value from the peak. Not because Zoom was bad, it was still profitable, but its valuation was sky high. The market had priced in endless growth and reality hit hard. The stock's fall mirrored Zoom's journey from perfect timing to a tough new normal. Now, Zoom had to prove it was more than a pandemic hero. The hype was gone, expectations reset. Investors wanted to see a plan for the future. Could Zoom evolve, or would it be remembered as a one-hit wonder? The next chapter would decide everything. Zoom knew it couldn't just be the meeting app forever. The new strategy became a full communications platform for business. Enter Zoom Phone, a cloud-based phone system replacing old desk phones. Zoom Rooms upgraded physical conference rooms for hybrid work. Team Chat took on Slack and Teams for workplace messaging. Zoom Whiteboard enabled collaborative brainstorming. Scheduler made booking meetings easier. Even customer service got a Zoom upgrade with Contact Center. The goal: a unified platform where employees call, chat, meet, and collaborate. Zoom wanted to be the operating system for communication, but this meant fighting giants like Microsoft, Google, and Cisco on their turf. The gamble: could Zoom convince businesses to buy into its bigger vision? The answer would shape its future. As growth slowed, a new hope emerged: AI. Zoom launched AI Companion, a smart assistant across its platform. Meeting summaries, smart recordings, and instant action items became reality. No more note-takers, AI handled it all. In Team Chat, AI composed messages and summarized threads. On Whiteboard, it generated ideas for brainstorming. The goal: weave AI into every part of Zoom, making users more productive. For big business customers, this was a game changer. The conversation shifted from "how much does Zoom cost" to "how much can Zoom's AI save us?" Microsoft was racing with its own AI co-pilot, the battle. Who could build the smartest workplace assistant? For Zoom, AI could be the key to long-term survival. Zoom's story is pure Hollywood. The unknown underdog turned global star. It kept us connected, kept businesses running, and became a cultural touchstone. But as the world reopened, the need for Zoom faded and competition surged. The stock market punished its return to normal. Now, Zoom is reinventing itself as an all-in-one business platform, betting big on AI. The company knows standing still means getting left behind. The battle is far from over, and the outcome is uncertain. Will Zoom become a dominant force in enterprise software or fade into the background? It has the brand, technology, and user base to build from, but faces powerful rivals. Its next chapter is still being written. We're all watching to see if this pandemic hero